And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Metropolitan Room is proud to present Paul and Rochelle, the movies.
I got out of bed on the right side, on the bright side, on the light side. I got out of bed on the right side, and I'm having a wonderful day. I sang a duet with the rooster. I'm a booster of the rooster, but he doesn't crow like he used to. Couldn't handle my yodeling. Who cares if the sun ain't shining? The eggs are beaming sunny side up. And as for a silver lining, the coffee's steaming money side up. When day rolls around to the night side, I still seem on the bright side. I don't want to sound on the trite side, but I figure it happened this way. I climbed up the dizziest height side, cosmic flight side, out of sight side. I got out of bed on the right side, and I'm having a wonderful day. And as I got out of bed this morning, I turned my head and saw my lovely bride. Of course, if I saw anyone else, I'd be in a whole lot of trouble. And look, here she is. Let's give her a warm welcome.
I woke up singing this morning, got out of the right side of bed. I woke up singing this morning and wondering what was ahead. I took one good look at the sun, and I was the luckiest one. It's a most unusual day. I keep throwing my worries away. As an old native-born Californian would say, it's a most unusual day. There's a most unusual sky, not a sign of a cloud passing by. And if I want to sing, throw my heart in the ring, it's a most unusual day.
There are people meeting people. There is sunshine everywhere. There are people greeting people, and a feeling of spring in the air. It's a most unusual time. I keep feeling my temperature climb. If my heart won't behave in the usual way, well, there's only one thing to say. It's a most unusual, most unusual, most unusual day.
Hey, welcome, welcome. Well, I guess you all paid your taxes. Or,
How do you know?
Well, I don't know. They're here. Or maybe you filed for an extension. Okay. Well, it's great to see you here at the beautiful Metropolitan Room, and we're doing it up tonight. We have this wonderful band with us. Tom Hubbard on bass. Daniel Glass on drums. Yep, top shelf stuff, guys. Well, the movies have been with us for over 100 years now, and they've given us a lot of wonderful, terrific songs. But let's face it, sometimes the songs were better than the movies.
Well, it seems like a whole lot of Tin Pan Alley moved to Hollywood to make music and make money. I happen to like both.
Well, so do I. Well, our first number was from a movie that I'd never heard of called Dangerous When Wet, which kind of sounds like a prequel to Sharknado. But this, but somebody laughed. But this next song is from a movie that, well, you may be more familiar with, called Summer Stock, and it was sung by Judy Garland, who I'm sure you know very well.
If you feel like singing, sing.
Tra-la-la, your cares away.
There's something about giving out with a song, makes you belong, helps you to find a peace of mindful day. If you feel like humming, hum.
Fiddle-a-dee-dee-dah-dee-dum.
Supposing you do-re me slightly off key, everyone can't be a b-b-b-bing.
Crosby?
Of course. Tell your friends to go places if they start making faces. If you feel like singing, sing, sing. Sing, sing, sing a little song with me. I know we're not beside the Zuiderzee, but when you're sitting by the side of me, I wanna sing a little song.
Do you have a speech impediment?
No, do you? Sing some sentimental melody about a chapel or an apple tree, about a couple living happily, and I'll be glad to sing along.
It ain't the season that has me kind of silly. You really are a dolly and a dilly.
You got a reason to cuddle sort of close to me, and we could do a very clever bit of close harmony. Zing, 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 it's getting late, my pet. We've got a most important date to set. I'm sure that we could make a great duet, and we could sing a little love song like Zip-A-Dee-Doo-Dah, Zip-A-Dee-Ay. My, oh my, what a wonderful day. Plenty of sunshine heading my way. Zip-A-Dee-Doo-Dah, Zip-A-Dee-Ay. Mr. Bluebird on my shoulder. It's the truth, it's actual. Everything is satisfactual. Zip-A-Dee-Doo-Dah, Zip-A-Dee-Ay. Wonderful feeling if you feel like singing. What a joy you're bringing. It's a wonderful feeling, a wonderful day. Well, if you feel like singing, sing, and zing a little zong were composed by Salvatore Antonio Guaragna. Who changed his name to, anybody know? That's right, is right. The very prolific Warren wrote songs for over 300 films, and Zip-A-Dee-Doo-Dah was, of course, from Song of the South, and that won the Academy Award. I like winners. Oh no, here we go. Who's that supposed to be? Soupy Sales. Yeah, right. Enough of that. Well, Judy Garland, in her 15 years with MGM, she made over 24 movies. I mean, she was a hard-working lady. One of, I think, my favorites, and probably the most iconic, was Meet Me in St. Louis. And here are some songs from that. With my high starch collar and my high top shoes and my hair piled high upon my head, I went to lose a jolly hour on the trolley
and lost my heart instead. With his light brown derby and his bright green tie, he was quite the handsomest of men. I started to yen, so I counted to 10. Then I counted to 10 again. Clang, clang, clang went the trolley. Ding, ding, ding went the bell. Zing, zing, zing went my heartstrings. From the moment I saw him, I fell. Chug, chug, chug went the motor. Bump, bump, bump went the brake. Thump, thump, thump went my heartstrings. When he smiled, I could feel the car shake. He tipped his hat and took a seat. He said he hoped he hadn't stepped upon my feet. He asked my name, I held my breath. I couldn't speak because he scared me half to death. Buzz, buzz, buzz went the buzzer. Plop, plop, plop went the wheel. Stop, stop, stop went my heartstrings. When he started to leave, I took hold of his sleeve with my hand, as if it were planned. He stayed on with me, and it was grand just to stand with his hand holding mine till the end of the line. Thank you. Thanks so much. One day soon he'll be strolling by. He'll glance up, never knowing why. He'll happen to see me. I'll happen to smile. He'll draw nearer and nearer still, and we'll both feel a sudden chill. He'll happen to like me and stay for a while. But I'm afraid this dream is made of candlelights and air. He is not aware that I'm even there. So why am I going on this way when I know he will never say, I happen to love you, I happen to care. How can I ignore the boy next door? I love him more than I can say. He doesn't try to please me, doesn't even tease me, and he never sees me glance his way. And though I'm heart sore, the boy next door affection for me won't display. I just adore him, so I can't ignore him, the boy next door. He doesn't try to tease me, doesn't even please me, and he never sees me glance his way. And though I'm heart sore, the boy next door affection for me won't display. I just adore him, so I can't ignore him. I happen to love him, the boy next door. Thank you. Well, Debbie Reynolds sang and danced her way through many a Hollywood movie. And one of her first big successes was called 2 Weeks with Love. And it had a soundtrack, which was, I believe, the first movie soundtrack to go way to the top of the Billboard charts and actually earned a gold record. And now you're going to find out why.
Way down in the Congo land lived a happy chimpanzee. She loved a monkey with a long tail. Lordy, how she loved him.
Each night you would find them there swinging in the coconut tree.
And the monkey gay at the break of day loved to hear his chimpy say, "Abba-dabba-dabba-dabba-dabba-dabba-dab," said the chimpy to the monk. "Dabba-dabba-dabba-dabba-dabba-dab," said the monkey to the chimp. All night long they chatter away. All day long they were happy and gay, swinging and singing in the honky-tonky way. Abba-dabba-dabba-dabba-dabba-dabba-dab means monk I love but you. Babba-dabba-dab in monkey talk means chimp I love you too. Then the big baboon, one night in June, he married them, and very soon they went upon their abba-dabba honeymoon. Abba-dabba-dabba-dabba-dabba-dabba-dab, said the chimpy to the monk. Babba-dabba-dabba-dabba-dabba-dabba-dab, said the monkey to the chimp. All night long they chatter away, all day long they were happy and gay, swinging and singing in the honky-tonky way. Abba-dabba-dabba-dabba-dabba-dabba-dab means monk I love but you. Babba-dabba-dab in monkey talk means chimp I love you too. One night they were made man and wife, and now they cry, this is the life, since they came from their abba-dabba honey. They came from their abba-dabba honey. They came from their abba-dabba honeymoon. Oh yeah. Yes, that silly song won a gold record. The other performer on that song was Carlton Carpenter, who was born in 1926, and I believe is still with us. The dear, talented Debbie Reynolds was only 18 when she made Singing in the Rain, which was rated the #1 movie musical by the American Film Institute. These songs are known for their dancing by Gene Kelly and Donald O'Connor, but since a choreographer was not in the budget, we'll skip that part. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I'm singing in the rain.
Just singing in the rain.
What a glorious feeling. I'm happy again. I'm laughing at clouds
So dark up above.
The sun's in my heart.
And I'm ready for love.
Let the stormy clouds chase
Everyone from the place.
Come on with the rain, never a smile on my face. I'll walk down the lane
with a happy refrain,
just singing in the rain. Make 'em laugh. Don't you know all the world wants to laugh? My dad said, be an actor, my son, but be a comical one. They'll be standing in line for those old honky-tonk monkey shines. Oh, you can study Shakespeare and feel quite elite, and you can charm the critics and have nothing to eat, but slip on a banana peel, the world's at your feet. Make 'em laugh, make 'em laugh, make 'em laugh, make 'em roar, make 'em scream. Don't you know all the world wants to laugh? My grandpa said, go out with a joke, but give 'em plenty of hope. Make 'em roar, make 'em scream. Take a fall, but a wall, split a scene. You start out by pretending you're a dancer with grace. You wiggle till they're giggling all over the place, and then you get a great big custard pie in the face. Make 'em laugh, make 'em laugh, make 'em laugh.
It was fun listening to him practice that. It made me laugh. So this next standard is written by two heavy hitters of both Broadway and Hollywood, Dorothy Fields and Jerome Kern, and it's from the movie Swing Time. A fine romance with no kisses. A fine romance, my friend. This is, we should be like a couple of hot tomatoes. But you're as cold as yesterday's mashed potatoes.
A fine romance, you won't nestle. A fine romance, you won't wrestle.
I might as well play bridge with my old maid aunts.
I haven't got a chance.
This is a fine romance.
A fine romance, my dear. The Duchess, too old. Fogies who need crutches.
True love should have the thrills that a healthy crime has.
We don't have half the thrill that the march of time has. A fine romance with no clinches.
A fine romance with no pinches. You're just as hard to land as the Ile de France.
I haven't got a chance.
This is a fine romance. A fine romance, my dear fellow. You take romance, I'll take Jello. We're calmer than the seals in the Arctic Ocean.
At least they flap their fins to express emotion. A fine romance with no quarrels, with no insults, and all morals.
I've never mussed the crease in your blue serge pants.
You never take a chance. A fine romance, my good woman, my strong, aged in the wood.
Aged?
woman. You never give the orchids I send a glance.
No, I prefer cactus plants. This is divine.
Your place or mine?
Fine. This is a fine romance. And this is from a songwriting team of a somewhat later era, Johnny Mandel and Paul Williams. And it's from a movie that's somewhat obscure, based on the life of Agatha Christie. You and I, an unmatched pair, took the time to touch, to share. Worlds apart the night we met. We braved the odds and won the bet. Not perfect yet, but close enough for love. How old-fashioned, pure romance. We shared a kiss, we shared a dance. We shared the body and bouquet. We'll taste the wine another day when you and I are close enough for love. Not just lovers, more than friends. Who knows where one starts, one ends, tracing lives through sleepless nights that I'll remember always, always. Long goodbyes and tearful looks hold up well in poems and books, but you and I have life to hold, the greatest story never told. Not perfect yet, but close enough for love.
I've actually seen Agatha, which starred Dustin Hoffman and Vanessa Redgrave, and my favorite scene in this movie was when they were ballroom dancing, and Hoffman coming up to about here on Vanessa Redgrave. It was quite a sight gag. Well, we started the show with a song composed by Arthur Schwartz, yes, the father of Jonathan Schwartz. And here he is again with two different collaborators and two very different song styles. I guess I'll have to change my plan. I should have realized there'd be another man. I overlooked that point completely until a big affair began. Before I knew where I was at, I found myself upon the shelf, and that was that. I tried to reach the moon, but when I got there, all that I could get was the air. My feet are back upon the ground. I lost the one girl I found. I guess I'll have to change my plan. I should have realized there'd be another man. Why did I buy those blue pajamas before the big affair began? My boiling point was much too low for me to try to be a fly Lothario. I think I'll crawl right back and into my shell, dwelling in my personal hell. I'll have to change my plan around. I lost the one girl, the one girl, the one girl that I found. I guess I'll have to change my plan around. Thank you. Met a gal in Calico down in Santa Fe. Used to be her Sunday beau till I rode away. Do I want her? Do I want her love? Yes, sirree. Will I win her? Will I win her love? Wait and see. Working with the rodeo, go from town to town, seen most every kind of gal, every kind of gown. But who made my heart sing? Yippee-I, yippee-oh, my little gal in Calico.
I'm his gal in Calico, down in Santa Fe. I guess I better let him know that I feel this way. Am I waiting? Am I waiting? I better be. Am I hoping he'll be roping me? Yes, sirree.
Gonna quit the rodeo, gonna settle down.
I'll buy a bolt of calico for my wedding gown.
Then I will fence her in. Yippee-I.
Yippee-oh.
She's my loving gal in Calico.
Well, Rodgers and Hammerstein wrote only one musical directly for the movies. Now, does anyone know what that is? Congratulations, you win the prize.
Wait, hold on. Stop the cabaret show. We're giving away prizes. Where's mine?
Right here.
I see.
Maybe I'll never be the love of your life. Maybe I'm not the girl of your dreams.
But isn't it kind of fun to look in each other's eyes, swapping romantic gleams?
Maybe I'm not the girl to have and to hold. Maybe I'm not the one who will stay.
But isn't it kind of fun carousing around the town, dancing the nights away? Isn't it kind of fun holding hands?
According to a sweet and corny custom.
Isn't it kind of fun making plans? admitting that we both intend to bust them.
Maybe we're out for laughs, a girl and a boy, kidding across the table for two.
But haven't you got a hunch that this is the real McCoy? And all the things we tell each other are true.
I'm not a girl for sentimental tripe. I never go for the Romeo type.
Over a dewy-eyed Juliet, no one has seen me drool yet.
I don't say our hearts are tied by love's eternal tether.
But using words less dignified, isn't it kind of fun to be together? Maybe we're out for laughs, a girl and a boy, kidding across the table for two. But haven't you got a hunch that this is the real McCoy? And all the things we tell each other are true.
Thank you. Where are we?
22nd Street. Yeah, anyway. The lyricist, Alan J. Lerner, was married 8 times. Can you imagine the rice marks? Wow. But worked mainly with only 2 composers over his 40-year career. With Frederick Lowe, he created songs for this movie, which won 9 Academy Awards, including 1 for Best Picture and 1 for the title song. Gigi, am I a fool without a mind, or have I merely been too blind to realize? Oh, Gigi, why you've been growing up before my eyes. Gigi, you're not at all that funny, awkward little girl I knew. There's been a breathless change in you. Oh, Gigi, while you were trembling on the brink, was I out yonder somewhere blinking at a star? Oh, Gigi, have I been standing up too close or back too far? When did your sparkle turn to fire and your warmth become desire? Oh, what miracle has made you the way you are? She's so gay tonight, she's like spring tonight. She's a rollicking, frolicking thing tonight. So disarming, soft and charming. She is not thinking of me. In her eyes tonight, there's a glow tonight. They're so bright they could light Fontainebleau tonight. She's so gracious, so vivacious. She is not thinking of me. Bless her little heart. Crooked to the core, acting out her parts. What a rollicking, frolicking bore. She's such fun tonight. She's a treat tonight. You can spread her on bread. She's so sweet tonight. So devoted, sugar-coated, that it's heartwarming to see. She is simmering with love. She is shimmering with love. Though she's not thinking of me. Thank you.
Well, Burton Lane was Lerner's other main collaborator, and he was not married 8 times, as far as I can tell. I really don't know how many times he was married, but They did work together on the movie Royal Wedding, and that was based on the 1947 nuptials of then Princess Margaret, right, and Philip Mountbatten. And here we are in 2017, and they're still married. I mean, they've been married 70 years. Well, I mean, at least as of this morning, Wikipedia. But Paul, you know, it's something for us to aspire to.
Yeah, well, we're 1/7 of the way there.
Well, that's true. You know, for those of you who are bad at math, we'll be married 10 years in June. Yeah, how about that? That's right. Some of you were there. Some of you remember that. Yes, and of course, some of you know that we met at the old Kutcher's Country Club in the Catskills, singing a gig, and not long after we met, they shuttered it down, which was really the right thing to do.
Wait a minute, was that our fault?
It could have been,
I
but
see.
listen, it wasn't as glamorous as the ocean liner in Royal Wedding, but it served its purpose. Okay. Too late now to forget your smile, the way we cling when we've danced a while. Too late now to forget and go on to someone new. Too late now to forget your voice, the way one word makes my heart rejoice. Too late now to imagine myself away from you. All the things we've done together, I relive when we're apart. All the tender fun together stays on in my heart. How could I ever close the door and be the same as I was before? Darling, no, no, I can't anymore. It's too late now. All the things we've done together, I relive when we're apart. You stay on in my heart. Tell me how I will ever close the door and be the same as I was before. Darling, no, no, I can't anymore. It's too late now. It's too late now. Well, that arrangement was given to us by our director, Marilyn May. Wonderful director, Marilyn May. And thank you for that, Marilyn. And it is actually, her recording of it is in the Smithsonian Institute. And you could find it on the interweb. So go look for that.
You're like Paris in April and May. You're New York on a silvery day. A Swiss Alp as the sun grows fainter. You're Loch Lomond when autumn is the painter. You're moonlight on a night in Capri, and Cape Cod looking out at the sea. You're all places that leave me breathless, and no wonder you're all the world to me. You're Lake Como when dawn is aglow. You're Sun Valley right after the snow. A museum or a Persian palace. You're my shining aurora borealis. You're like Christmas at home by a tree, the blue calm of a tropical sea. You're all places that leave me breathless, and no wonder you're all the world to me. Thank you. So, You're All the World to Me famously had Fred Astaire dancing on the floor, on the walls, on the ceiling in a rotating room. You will not, and I repeat, not see me trying that trick. But you can check it out on YouTube. But please, 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 wait till you get home.
Say, Paul, you know, it's been a long time since you told me that you loved me. How about it?
Ready? And in front of all these people?
Yeah, in front of all these people.
Okay, here goes. How can you believe me when I said I love you, when you know I've been a liar all my life?
You've had that reputation since you were a youth.
You must have been insane to think I'd tell you the truth.
How could I believe you when you said we'd marry?
When you know I'd rather hang than have a wife. I know I said I'd make you mine.
Well, wouldn't you know that I would fall for that old line?
How could you believe me when I said I love you, when you know I've been a liar?
You sure have been a liar.
A double-crossing liar.
A double-crossing liar.
Oh, my doggone cheating life.
You said you would love me long.
Oh, here we go.
And never would do me wrong. And faithful you'd always be.
Oh, baby, you must be loony to trust a lower than low two-timer like me.
Ha! Well, you said I'd have everything.
Oh, yeah, the moon.
A beautiful diamond ring.
Yeah, that's gonna happen.
A bungalow by the sea.
You're really naive to ever believe a full of baloney phony like me.
Say, how about the time you went to Indiana?
I was lying. I was down in Alabama.
You said you had some business you had to complete.
What I was doing, I would be a cad to repeat.
What about the evenings you were with your mother?
I was romping with another honey lamb.
To think you swore our love was real.
But baby, let us not forget that I'm a heel.
How could I believe you when you said you loved me?
When you know I've been a liar.
A rotten, stinking liar.
A double-crossing liar.
A double-crossing liar. Oh, you're no good. Good for nothing lie. You stinker. Well, that is said to have the longest title of any song from an MGM musical. It sounds about right. So let's talk about Irving Berlin, shall we?
Okay.
Okay. He wrote over 1,500 songs. he lived very long, to 101, so he had a lot of time to write 1,500 songs. He wrote for 19 Broadway shows and for 18 movie musicals. And amazingly enough, he never learned to read or write music.
That was my first mistake. I'm way too educated.
Yes, you are, Paul. You're way too educated.
Well, one of those movies was the very popular Easter Parade, which won the 1948 Academy Award for Best Original Score. And we're back to Judy and Fred.
And we have props, so hang in there.
No expense was spared.
No expense, but they are our only props, so you could rest easy in that.
We're a couple of swells. We stop at the best hotels, but we prefer the country far away from the city smells. We're a couple of sports, the pride of the tennis courts. In June, July, and August, we look cute when we're dressed in shorts.
The Vanderbilts have asked us up for tea.
Really? We don't know how to get there. No siree, no siree. We would drive up the avenue, but we haven't got the price. We would skate up the avenue, but there isn't any ice. We would ride on a bicycle, but we haven't got a bike. So we'll walk up the avenue, yes, we'll walk up the avenue, yes, we'll walk up the avenue's what we like. Wall Street bankers are we, with plenty of currency. We'd open up the safe, but we forgot where we put the key. We're the favorite lads of girls in the picture ads. We'd like to tell you who we kissed last night, but we can't be cats.
The Vanderbilts are waiting at the club.
Well, la-di-da. But how are we to get there? That's the rub. That's the rub. We would sail up the avenue, but we haven't got a yacht. We would drive up the avenue, but the horse we had was shot. We would ride on a trolley car, but we haven't got the fare. So we'll walk up the avenue, yes, we'll walk up the avenue, yes, we'll walk up the avenue till we're there. We will walk up 22nd Street and we're here, right here. Does anyone still wear a hat? Tough crowd.
Well, the link in these two songs, these two next songs, is that they were both, the lyrics of both were written by Leslie Brickus. I hope I said his name right. Leslie Brickus.
Say Brickus and I say Brickus.
If you're feeling fancy-free, come wander through the world with me. And any place we chance to be will be a rendezvous. Two for the road, we'll travel down the years, collecting precious memories. Collecting souvenirs and living life the way we please. In summertime the sun will shine. In winter we'll drink summer wine. wears a smile. I know that we'll be two for the road. You and I will travel far together. We'll pursue our little star together. We'll be happy as we are together. We may never get to heaven, but it's heaven at least to try. You and I are going on together till the time we have is gone together. Watch the evening growing on together, growing older, growing closer, making memories that light the sky, that only time can make, that only love can make, that only we can make. You and I. In summertime the sun will shine. In winter we'll drink summer wine. And any day that you are mine will be a lovely day, as long as love still wears a smile. I know that we'll be two for the road, and that's a long, long Thank you. Well, we would like to thank the Metropolitan Room and Bernie Furshpan and all the people who work with him and for him, all the staff here, including your wait staff, of course. Yes, clap for the wait staff. They've worked hard. Our technical director, Sarah Muko. Thank you, Sarah. And we have, of course, our wonderful band, Tom Hubbard and Daniel Glass. And mostly, we want to thank all of you for joining us this evening for some great songs from the movies. Thanks for being here. I'm getting to that.
Thanks for the memory of candlelight and wine,
Castles on the Rhine,
the Parthenon,
and moments on the Hudson River line.
how lovely it was. Thanks for the memories
of rainy afternoons
swingy Harlem tunes
and motor trips and burning lips
and burning toast and prunes.
How lovely it was. Many's the time we feasted,
And many's the time that we fasted.
oh well, it was swell while it lasted,
We did have fun
and no harm done. So
thanks for the memory.
of lingerie and lace,
Pilsner by the case.
and how I jumped the day you trumped my one and only ace. How lovely it was.
We said goodbye with a highball, and I got as high as a steeple.
But we were intelligent people. No tears,
no fuss.
hooray for us, and thanks for the memories
of songs we sang because
we love your warm applause.
we're doing just 1 hour tonight.
It's in our contract clause.
We're awfully glad you made it here before we both reach menopause. Too late.
And
thank you
so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Rochelle and Paul Chamlin.
Thank you. No melody. I did not forget Marilyn, because what I'm going to say now is that we worked on the show with Marilyn May, who is a legendary performer, and it's just been a great learning experience, and it's also been really a whole lot of fun because she has a lot of great stories. And what you should also know is that she, of course, is still performing, still going strong. And in fact, starting tomorrow night, she has a string of performances starting at 54 Below. And if you haven't seen her live, I suggest that post-haste, you rectify that and get to one of those shows. Thank you, Marilyn.
So this ode to madness and magic of Tinseltown first appeared in the movie Hollywood Hotel in 1937, and the Johnny Mercer lyrics cannot be beat. Hooray for Hollywood, that screwy ballyhooey Hollywood, where any office boy or young mechanic can be a panic with just a good-looking pan. And any barmaid can be a star maid if she dances with or without a fan. Hooray for Hollywood, where you're terrific if you're even good. Where anyone at all, from TV's Lassie to Monroe's Chassis, is equally understood. Go out and try your luck. You might be Donald Duck. Hooray for Hollywood.
Hooray for Hollywood, that Coney super phony Hollywood. They come from Chillicothe and Paducahs with their bazookas to get their names up in lights, all armed with photos from local rotos with their hair in ribbons and legs in tights. Hooray for Hollywood. You may be homely in your neighborhood, but if you think that you can be an actor, see Mr. Factor. He'd make a monkey look good. Within a half an hour, you'll look like Tyrone Power. Hooray for Hollywood. Hooray for Hollywood.
That bully, wild and woolly Hollywood. They hire cowboys and they hang their chaps up
And all their maps up and give them all that they lack.
Now ain't it funny?
They pay them money.
Shows what you could do if your horse can act.
Hooray for Hollywood. They hire fellas whose physiques are good, and then they tell them they're the perfect shape men to act like ape men, and they convince them they should. They make them shout and yell,
And people think they're swell.
they make your dreams come true.
That's what the movies do.
Hooray for you!
Hooray for me! Hooray for you.
Hooray for me.
Hooray for Tom. Hooray for Dan. Hooray for whoever you